Hi, it's Kristen for paganpages.org, and this month's Planner Magic project is a seasonal spinner. This is a terrific little tool for general divination as well as divination for spellcrafting, and it fits right in your planner. Let's see how it works. Each quadrant contains a different season. If you create a list of symbolic correspondences for each season, you can ask and answer a lot of questions. For example, spring corresponds to the air element, the direction of east, zodiac signs Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, and the new moon. The summer season corresponds to the fire element, the direction of south, zodiac signs Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, and the waxing moon. The autumn season corresponds to the water element, the direction of west, zodiac signs Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, and the full moon. And the winter season corresponds to the earth element, the direction of north, zodiac signs Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, and the waning moon. So let's do an example with the seasonal spinner. Let's say we wanted to inquire about what type of self-care activity to pursue. And we land in the spring quadrant, which means that we're dealing with the air element. So perhaps meditation or maybe learning a new subject. Now that you've seen how to use the seasonal spinner, let's talk about how to make one. You're just going to need a few supplies. I always like to start with stickers. And I use the stickers to create each scene for each season. Of course, if you like to draw, you can draw them or you can create them some other way. If you have any of these seasonal sticker packs, then you'll have all the stickers you need for the 4 quadrants. You're also going to need some cardstock or watercolor paper, just something that you're actually going to use to create your seasonal spinner, and it should be something that fits easily into your planner. You're also going to need a game spinner and a brad to secure it. I'm just using regular cardstock here. There's a design kind of on the back, and then I'm using the plain side to add my stickers. In terms of sizing, it really depends on what size your planner is. Mine is 7 inches by 7 inches, and this fits in the Happy Planner Classic size. And you'll see that in order to find the center of this 7 by 7 piece of cardstock, I've done 2 diagonal lines. Now that I know where my center point is, I'm going to draw a vertical and horizontal line, and then I go back in and erase the diagonal lines because we just want 4 spaces for quadrants. So this is what you want your sheet to look like. And of course, you don't have to do the diagonal lines. To me, that's just an easy way to find the center. But essentially, you just want to have your cardstock and have designated the 4 different quadrants for the season. Now add your stickers, erase the lines as you go, and remember, don't cover up that dot in the center. Here's a quick look at each seasonal scene close up. You can see I've layered stickers. So I've put like the grass down and put the bicycle over it. And so it's fine if you have stickers to layer them and really just fill up that space in whatever way makes sense to you. And I've just used stickers that for me represent spring. You can see I've got an umbrella there and a rainbow and a flower pot, and lots of flowers. So just think about what this spring or whatever that season is, what symbols, these stickers really become symbols. What symbols would you put there? Here's a look at summer. You can see there's like a barbecue theme, ice cream, some different foods, some fruits, balloons. So really just trying to convey the vibe of summer. With autumn, you can see all of the wonderful autumn colors. So the whole color schemes should change with each seasonal scene that you create. And here's winter. And it's fine to put in stickers that have words or just add words and phrases that also reflect the season to you. Now we want to find that center hole and poke a hole into this center. I use this compass and the tip end of it. You can see that's the end that I use, and I just use that to poke the hole. I use some type of cutting board underneath, or if I don't have that, a lot of times I can just find a piece of fabric or something like this little bag that was on hand, put it underneath so you'll have something to press into. And it just takes a second to make that hole. Once I've done that, I turn it over, and then just to be sure, I just poke another little hole in the back. You don't want this hole to be too big. And that's it. On to the next step. Now, if you've added stickers, I do suggest that you laminate it, as you can see here, just the top part. It will help the spinner move. If you've drawn yours, though, you don't need to do this step. And if you decide to laminate it, remember to poke the holes again. They will actually be easier to find and to poke that hole if you've done it before the lamination too. Then you're going to take your game spinner and your brad and you're going to assemble it. So put your game spinner down first and then stick the brad into the center through that hole and secure it on the other side. Now I'm going to use my Happy Planner punch, so I'll be able to add this to my Happy Planner. I also like to round the corners with a corner rounder. It just gives it a really polished effect. After securing the brad, I really like to turn the piece over and add a little bit of masking tape or even just washi tape just to secure that brad down from the back so that it won't get caught on anything. And like I said, you could just use washi tape for this if you have a piece of washi tape that's pretty strong. And just cover it and you should be fine. It won't catch, on any of the pages after it. Now, there's one thing that I suggest for keeping this seasonal spinner in your planner, and that's to have a buffer page that goes right before it. So I'm just showing you my buffer page in my Happy Planner. And it's just a laminated page. It's like a blank page. And you can see that knob, the bump from the brad is going to, instead of pressing into the page before it, it'll only press into this buffer page. So you won't get any indentation marks on any of the other pages. And that's just something, that's a big deal for me. It may not be a big deal for you, but I like to have that buffer page in front of this spinner. And that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this project, and happy spinning.